Be honest with me. How many times have you heard advice that made perfect sense? You've even agreed with it, said, yeah, I need to do that, and did absolutely nothing with it. Yes, my people, thank you for joining me again. It's just a paper boy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're existing, then you already know, man. Today, I want to touch on the lie that you're actually living. A lot of us I've lived it. The lie that you'll start when you're ready. And the truth is that you're never going to be ready. That moment of being ready will never come. I can tell you that most successful people, they start when they're not ready. They start when they're most uncomfortable. Because there is never a ready, man. You know, they say that there's never even a right time to have a child. You'll never be ready. Having a child it's life-changing, and you don't know what challenges are going to come with that. So you'll never be ready. Never. So let's stop waiting for ready, and let's start moving with intent. I need more time. That's one of the excuses. I need more clarity. Another one. You're waiting for that better setup. I started with a phone, man. A phone. I'm still using a phone. You don't need a better setup. You know what I mean? Let's be real. What being ready actually looks like. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but go and grab my free 7-day reset ebook. The link is in the bio. Now let's get back to this. Let me tell you what it looks like. It looks like the most uncomfortable situation that you're going to actually put yourself in. It looks like nerves. It looks like that funny feeling that you get in your belly. That's what it looks like. And from the outside, or from someone on the outside looking in, what I can see is when you say that you're not ready, I just see someone who's overthinking. Someone who's watching instead of actually just doing. You know, delaying the decision, man, to make that move. It's just procrastination, man. You'll never be ready. You know, you're looking at it like you was preparing. You wasn't preparing. That I'll start when I'm ready isn't preparing. That's avoiding. For me, what made it click for me, you know, is that I realized that being ready never comes. That first TikTok that I put together made me realize that I have to go through this. That feeling of uncomfortability, that feeling of nerves it's never going to go anywhere. It will never go anywhere. It will remain until you take on that first obstacle, until you take on that first hurdle. It will never go anywhere. It will remain. Nobody actually feels ready, and that's the truth. Nobody actually feels ready. If you speak to or do your research on athletes, on musicians, they still feel nervous when they're about to compete or when they're about to perform. You know what I'm saying? So that decision has to be, I'm just going to start anyway. I'm going to run that race. I'm going to perform in front of that crowd. I'm going to shoot that first video. That's what it has to be. You know, the immediate effect is going to be uncomfortability. It's going to be, oh, you know what, that wasn't perfect. But how can you expect perfection from something that you've probably never done before? You have to put in the reps. You have to go to the gym. How can you expect a perfect body and you've never trained your body? Do you know what I mean? How can you perfect your performance in front of a camera if you've never pressed record? Never happened. You know what I mean? Nothing will change unless you change, man. You have to make the move. You got to make the move. And I urge you lot to do it because I've done it. I've come from 0 to 150 videos on YouTube in 8 weeks, 9 weeks now. Time is getting on, man. Time, you know what? I've mentioned this before. I think I put a TikTok out about it, actually. About time, not waiting for nobody. I think I put it out yesterday. Time. What was it? It was a reference that I used within my TikTok. Time waits for nobody. I've been out 10 weeks, man. Nearly 3 months. Wow. Wow. And what changes after you start? Confidence, man. Confidence just goes up. I feel like talking to a camera is natural now. You know, whereas when in the beginning it felt weird, like, you know, you're not actually talking to anyone. But now I envision a crowd. You know, haven't you seen those TikToks where it shows the amount of viewers? Like, it shows 100 people, it shows 200 people, it shows 300 people. And you look at the number, you think, I've only got like 200 views on this, man. But when you put it into perspective and you actually visualize what 200 people look like, it's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people that just viewed you. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody wants the 100,000, 200,000, but I said it before, chill out. You are not Mr. Beast yet. Chill, man, you'll get there. You know what I mean? Got to get your confidence up, man. I'm sure Mr. Beast didn't start confident. He had to build it. So we have to do the same. You're no different. You're not special. You know what I'm saying? You're special to yourself, but you're not special to the world, man, to the universe. You have to prove that you're special. And after that movement, you know, after that first step, you know, then that's when the clarity, if things become clear, your mission becomes clear. Clarity will only come after the movement. It won't come before. So you're looking for clarity beforehand. But how can you get it? You have to get it from moving. It's the only way. And then the opportunities will come. You know, after you've stepped up, the opportunities will start to show up. You know, we want opportunity. We want people to notice us. But what movement are we making? We have to move, man. You have to move. You're always waiting to feel. But sometimes the feeling doesn't exist. It's a movement, it's a motion. It's taking action. Big word, action. Big word for 2026. I haven't heard many people mention it. I've just heard resets and I'm lost, but action. The most important movement that you have, the most important tool for your productivity. Action. You don't need to feel ready, my people. You just need to move. Everything you're waiting for is on the other side of movement. Yeah? Everything you're waiting for is on the other side of movement. So I urge you guys, take action and move, man. It's just a paper boy, and I'll catch you on the next one.